Is Harry and Meghan, because they seem to be designed for each other to blight the rest of the world. And yet, after everything that they've done, it seems to me there being a chit-chat going on between their representatives and the representatives of the palace sitting there. What are they discussing, do you reckon?
Prince Harry's carefully crafted image of service and humility just suffered a spectacular crash. Ahead of the upcoming Invictus Games, insiders revealed that Harry made an audacious request. He wanted a private jet, but not paid from his own fortune. Instead, he expected Invictus, an organization funded by donations for wounded veterans, to foot the bill for his luxury flight. But this time, he was flatly denied. Not with polite excuses or royal diplomacy.
They're discussing, we're broke, we're miserable, we've made a mistake, without any of those blatantly being said. Meghan has basically become one of those people you turn on the TV at midnight and they're trying to...
But with blunt words from the CEO himself. Use your own money for your jet, not the veterans. The refusal left Harry stunned and humiliated. For years, he seemed convinced that his royal name and association with Invictus placed him above reproach. But in a single stroke, the organization reminded him that the games are about veterans, not his ego, not his comfort, and certainly not his craving for royal treatment. Behind the scenes, frustration had been building for months. Donations are meant for rehabilitation, adaptive sports programs.
There are some serious regrets. I think that they realize not only is this hustle never ending, having to come up with new products, having to churn out all of these ideas, having to find people you can rely on in case you do sell out of loose fruit.
And support systems for service members who sacrificed everything for their countries. Yet here was Harry, wealthy by inheritance, asking that money be diverted for his own indulgence. The request was so tone-deaf that the CEO had no choice but to reject it decisively, ensuring the message echoed beyond the walls of Invictus. This isn't Harry's first clash between words and actions. He's made a career out of lecturing the public on climate change and reducing carbon emissions. And yet, he's repeatedly photographed disembarking from private jets, sunglasses on, Meghan by his side.
Themselves been branding themselves the villains, going after this institution that is so loved all over the world.
Why can't they just live within their means? I mean, he comes with a sizable inheritance. They must have made a bob or two already by Archwell Foundation's useless podcasts or whatever it is.
Now, even the Invictus Games, the one platform that once shielded him from harsh criticism, has joined the growing chorus refusing to indulge his hypocrisy. The optics could not be worse. Imagine wounded veterans, athletes who train, fundraise, and travel under grueling conditions, learning that their patron wanted to drain their resources for a private flight. The scandal doesn't just taint Harry, it risks staining the games themselves. Harry's request exposes something more troubling. He hasn't learned from past backlash. He still behaves as though rules bend for him, treating charities like personal piggy banks. It's the same royal entitlement he claims to have rejected, only now it's cloaked in contradiction.
Downtown, taking to school in Montecito, California, she's got to keep up with the Joneses. She has to keep up with these other very wealthy, high-profile individuals and their families. So I think it's mostly driven monetarily by Meghan's wants and needs.
About that.
By standing firm, Invictus leadership drew a line in the sand. They will protect their reputation, their donors, and most importantly, the veterans. Harry thought this would be a quiet arrangement. Instead, it became a public rejection, undermining his authority at the heart of the only project that once gave him dignity. For years, veterans saw Harry as one of their own, a man who wore the uniform and understood military sacrifice. But many now feel betrayed. The whispers in military circles are harsh.
Upset that he's just lost this UK court case, fighting for security. He's lost millions of dollars fighting for this security that everyone said, there's no way you're going to win this. So it's that contrast between the two narratives that they're both painting.
Harry is no longer acting like a comrade, but like a pampered prince. Nicknames are already spreading. Private Jet Harry, Jet Prince. And the most cutting of all, Captain First Class. For those who sacrificed health and limbs, the idea that Harry wanted to tap into their funds for luxury travel is insulting. It's not just veterans who are furious. Corporate sponsors and philanthropists, who give millions annually, are privately unsettled. They donate to empower athletes, not to bankroll Sussex luxury. Some donors now want written reassurances that their money won't be diverted to Harry's travel expenses.
Still looks at her with like heart emoji eyes and goes, I'm so lucky, she's so beautiful, look how clever she is. But I've heard that he's sort of, whether it's come from him or his PR people, is sort of wanting to take back control of his own charities, especially in Africa. I mean, the Queen said to them, why don't you guys, if you hate Britain so much, go relocate, do...
Even though the CEO's firm denial eased some concerns, the fact that such a request was made has damaged trust. The Sussex name, once considered an asset for Invictus, is increasingly viewed as a liability. Harry's old nemesis, his climate hypocrisy, has resurfaced too. The same man who lectured the world on carbon footprints was demanding a private jet once again. British tabloids had a field day, splashing old photos of Harry and Meghan on private aircraft next to headlines mocking his environmental sermons. Harry talks green, but flies private. For someone who built his moral authority on such causes, it's a devastating blow.
Having an extended gap year.
How is Meghan supposed to be famous in Africa? How is Meghan supposed to have her own Netflix show in Africa? How is Meghan supposed to be on the cover of Variety in The Cut in Africa?
Insiders whisper that Meghan may have pushed for the luxury travel. It wouldn't be the first time she's been accused of demanding VIP arrangements. Whether fair or not, critics are quick to blame her influence, saying she has transformed Harry from a grounded military man into an entitled Hollywood celebrity. Insiders whisper that Meghan may have pushed for the luxury travel. It wouldn't be the first time she's been accused of demanding VIP arrangements. Whether fair or not, critics are quick to blame her influence, saying she has transformed Harry from a grounded military man into an entitled Hollywood celebrity.
Is trying to rebrand himself. He just lost Senabale, the charity he formed in honor of his mother, because Meghan didn't get along with the head of Senabale, who called them a racist and misogynist over their behavior towards her. Meghan clashing with her at a polo.
For the games themselves, this could be a pivotal moment. Once celebrated as Harry's greatest achievement, Invictus now risks being overshadowed by his entitlement. Insiders claim the board is exploring ways to distance the games from Sussex drama to safeguard athletes, donors, and the brand itself. If that happens, the ultimate humiliation will follow, the games thriving without Harry, while he fades into irrelevance, a cautionary tale of ego over service. For Harry, this is devastating. He once styled himself as the spare-turned-servant, a royal who found purpose in duty.
Bitter, petty prince, and the only way that he can potentially escape that is to be seen with her less and to be seen copying his mother, I guess, more often than we see them complaining.
Isn't it? The two of them are just constantly in Diana cosplay. It's like, this is Freudian and weird.
Now, he looks like everything he claimed to despise, entitled, spoiled, and demanding luxury while others sacrifice. The tragedy? He doesn't even realize it. For Harry, private jets are normal. But for veterans and the public, it's proof he has lost touch with reality. This scandal isn't really about a jet. It's about credibility. Harry promised to be different. Instead, he's proving he's just the same. The Invictus Games were supposed to be his shield, his redemption.
Conveyor belt of excellence in the studio today. And Niall Gardner was the guy who was behind bringing the court case about exposing what Harry put on that visa application. Now, we know that nothing eventually came of it. We're all like, are they going to deport him for lying? Apparently, Niall's not finished. Have a watch of this.
But now, even they are pushing back. The question is, what comes next? Will Invictus quietly sideline him? Will donors demand his removal? Or will Harry double down, insisting he's still the face of a movement that no longer trusts him? One thing is certain, Harry may have thought he was flying high, But after this jet scandal, his reputation is in free fall.